Hi guys, my name's Obstacle, and today I'm showing you guys the new maps you get in the Magna Carta Wargame Airland Battle DLC pack. Now, this is the first map I'm going to be showing you guys. Is Oslo. It's called Oslo, and as you can see, it's pretty much a large town slash industrial area. I mean, this is the first time I've actually looked at this, but yeah, you got this large, very large area to hide infantry. So I think there's going to be a lot of infantry battles going on. So keep that in mind if you see this map being when you're in the lobby, or you're playing this map. I think it'd be good fun seeing infantry battles. So hopefully I'll do a video on this in the future. But there isn't really much places that you can put tanks that are in decent cover. I suppose this nice little bit here, and a bit in the middle, and this bit down here. But other than that, I suppose, yeah, let's see, infantry's in a flank. So pretty much, yeah. So it's a big industrial area, which is a lot of infantry battles. So this is a 1v1 or a 2v2 game. I wouldn't really go for a 3v3. I think it's going to be a little bit too hectic. But yeah, so you got this large, big area to fight over with infantry. So yeah, I'm excited to play this map. Alright, the second map, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys is Okolsevik. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okolsevik. Oh, excuse me. This is a 1v1 and a 2v2, which I don't really know. I think it'd be better with 3v3, judging by how big it is. But I don't know why they put Bravo here and Juliet down here, because there's going to be a big battle taking place in a hotel, because you guys are going to want to try and capture that, because it's the closest, probably the most biggest threat towards your spawn either way, whichever you be playing this side or that way. So depending on what pack towards Juliet, there's going to be a lot of battles taking place, a lot of places to hide tanks here. Large dense cover, so it's going to be close range battles. Maybe if you can't see through the forest, there's going to be forest battles going on, taking place. But it's a large area you're going to want to control. A lot of places to flank if you send them around the side like that. But yeah, so hotel's going to be a vital capture zone to try and capture, because it's the biggest threat towards your spawn. India is going to be, I reckon, you got India, Foxtrot. They're all quite big zones, to be honest. And India here is it's going to. I think this is going to be a big place you're going to want to try and capture as well, because you got either way. Because you could send. I suppose it's cut off by river for Juliet. I suppose you have to send them across this bridge here. But there's a lot of cover on this map to hide tanks. Good opportunities for flanks. Keeping guys in cover, sneaky fast firing from the side. Whether it be, India is going to be I think a big zone that is going to be taking a lot of fights taking place for this zone here. You've got Echo up here, which is I think this is yeah, it's infantry, so pretty much it's going to be an infantry defense mainly. It's up to you if you want to hide tanks in there, but I recommend going for infantry. You've got this dense cover down here. Is this cover down here? No, it's not, is it? I don't think the class. This goes up the medium hedged cover. I think it is. It is. So you've got some places to hide some sort of some tanks. You can try and hide them in there. But I think it's more of an infantry defense, and I think there's another one similar to it. I think it's Kilo. Is it Kilo? Yeah. So you got over here. I suppose it's not. You've got a lot of cover for tanks, but it's swamp. So it's up to you if you want to take that risk. I wouldn't really want to put units in swamp really very much. Dense cover is more of a better option. But I think Kilo and Echo are the problem zones. Yeah. So it's infantry defense, like for those main zones, and then you've got this big battle that's going to take place with the 5 in the middle. But I suppose you could easily, if you controlled hotel really well, you could just push over to each other's spawn and just you'd have a straight road into the spawn and just kill them. So this is the second map, guys, and it's called, I'm trying to remember the name now. It's called Okolsevik. I think it's Okolsevik. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's the second map, guys. Look forward to playing this one. A lot of tank battles, heli battles, jet fly space. I don't think the terrain really changes that much, but yeah, this is the second map. On to the third one. Okay, now the third map. Now this is called Karlstad, an easier one to pronounce, Karlstad. And as you can see, not very many zones, but big zones. So these are going to be a lot of battles taking place for these. I think Delta and Echo are going to have the main sort of fighting going on, really. You've got this line of cover here, tanks firing across, whatever you want to put there. But yeah, you've got Hotel here. This was going to be probably a big one to take. Charlie isn't as bad. Alpha, so it's the battle between Alpha and Hotel. So it's the two at the sides and the two in the middle, which are going to be a very big fight. So it's going to be because you can picture having your capture vehicle like somewhere like there, and then their one like somewhere like in there. So you guys are it's gonna be even throughout pretty much the whole game unless they push you back, and then they push through, and then it's yet again like in the other map. They're going to have a straight road into the spawn as long as you have a good defense to keep fighting back. You know, you're going to try and hold them back. I don't see why they have that little bit of cover in there. I don't know how you're going to get guys in there. But if you've got guys in there, I suppose that'd be kind of helpful. You can fire across at them coming down the road, but I don't know how you get guys in there really. But anyway, so you got this river cutting off, so it's pretty much just these bridges that are going to be the support way in. So it's just the bridges, straight road line across. The minute you come over that bridge, I reckon there's going to be guys in this little bit of cover here and this big bit of cover here, just firing down. You know, it's going to be a tough push to try and get in. You know, Delta. So Delta and Echo are going to be big battle zones in this map. Not so much Echo and Charlie. You got a bit of infantry cover down there. I don't think is there any. I suppose they put some over here to make it fair. Yeah, there's some there. Alpha. It's actually a very small map if you look at it from the top. It seems like it's big, but you know, artillery is going to go across the spawn to their spawn really easy. Whether it be those, I don't know how many meters it is exactly, but it's not the biggest map, is it really? The zones are really big, not very many zones. A lot of fighting is going to take place for these capture zones. This being Karlstad, this is a 1v1/2v2, which kind of makes sense. I don't really want to do a 3v3 on this map. So yeah, this has been the third map. Alright, and now the last map I'm going to be showing you guys is called Aarhus. I think it's called it's Aarhus, so Aarhus. So Aarhus, again, this is a very a massive industrial area down here. As you can see, it actually is like an industrial area. You got this the bits here next to the sea, the cranes, the oil tankers, whatever you want to call them, crates. So yeah, so this is going to be, I think this is, you can have a mixture type of fight going on here. I mean, like, you know, you've got a lot of cover here for vehicles, but again, a lot of cover for infantry. So I think what they've done in the Magna Carta is, because I know they've added a lot of infantry, because I'm going to do another video on new infantry units for, like, more units for the DLC units. I did a video on, like, the Magna Carta new units. I missed out a few infantry and one more tank, so, you know, they've added more infantry in, and they added maps with a lot of infantry like positions, so it makes sense. So there's going to be a lot, like here, a big map, a lot of infantry fights taking place. I reckon there's going to be a lot of strafe runs, a lot of battles taking place. Whether it be like, I don't know about tanks so much, but infantry, riflemen, you know, there's going to be a lot of battles taking place down here. Echo especially, I think it's going to be a really big challenge. Golf and Charlie, because obviously India has a clear way to Golf, and Alpha has a clear way to Charlie, so they're going to meet somewhere in between, or maybe one of them will push in, depending on what they want to do. But I think Charlie has a better defense because, you know, you've got this swamp area to put some tanks in, because if there's infantry here, you know, the tanks are going to be able to just pick them off as they come out. Whether they, well, I suppose if you have a really good AGM squad here, they're going to be able to fire across. But those tanks are going to have, this side's going to have a bigger advantage. Just unless you want to move your tanks up here, but they're going to be vulnerable if, say, that they have AGM rockets or something. Or, you know, they're not as in safety as the ones that are in Charlie. Okay, so you got Delta, a lot more place to fight for infantry. Hotel, good place for infantry. I think you don't have as much vehicle cover though in Delta as you do in Hotel, so I don't know if Hotel's a bigger advantage. But Foxtrot's going to be a real big place to fight over, because, you know, it's banging in the middle, a lot of fights, you know, because they may push in from this way, that way, that way, so it's going to be a four-way if you do it some way, and that's the right way. So, you know, you're going to be fights taking place. Infantry, I don't know if it's infantry as much, I think it's going to be more of a vehicle, I suppose it will be infantry, but I can picture a lot of vehicles being set up in this hedge here, but I can picture a lot of infantry taking on the vehicles at the same time. So let's look at Bravo spawn. A lot of infantry, not very many places for tanks. You've got swamp, but not really the best positioning though, is it? The best place. But, you know, you got some, I suppose it's going to be helpful for anti-air. Infantry, a big yes for this spawn over here. And then over towards Juliet here, more of a vehicle, I think. You know, there's not as much cover, it's not as safe. You got this bit here, but I don't think this is as safe as it is for Bravo, because, you know, Bravo, you can a lot of places to hide a command vehicle, which they're not really going to see. Whereas over here, you know, you've got pretty obvious positions, like the only thing going to hide in this swamp in this bit here, which is probably the safest place to put it. But yeah, Right, and you've got this big bit in the middle that you could try and take over, like for when units start coming through the middle, like these roads here. You can have infantry that could easily ambush. Over to India's spawn. India's spawn, more infantry cover than it is over at Juliet, and I suppose you could put some tanks in here. Is that cover? No, it's not. I'm pretty sure that is cover. Here it is. So you got a tiny bit of tank cover down here, anti-air, and now over towards Alpha. Yeah, so pretty much Alpha's pretty much equal to Juliet, but I think Bravo is better than India. So overall, I think the Pact have kind of a better start than the NATO. So you got this big bit here, nothing in the middle to really hide infantry. Well, there is nothing, it's something you want to hide in this tiny little bit down here, which isn't actually covering until you move out of the zone. And this dense forest here. So yeah, so there's two maps that are pretty much made for infantry battles, and then one for mixture and one that's a good vehicle map. So anyway, guys, it's been me showing you guys the new 4 maps you get in the Magna Carta DLC pack for Airland Battle. Please leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.